All right, welcome back to the Podrace. I'm Aidan. That's Nick. We have a really exciting episode today. We're going to be getting into 2026 kind of year in preview with starting off with the nice box office draft. Then there's been a couple of Doomsday rumors we wanted to talk about as well, and then we're going to end it off with a nice little bracket for each of us of our most anticipated movie of the year. So Nick, why don't you explain the draft we're going to do real quick?
All right, so the draft is going to be box office movies, how well they perform in the box office for the year. So we're going to do a snake draft style. So first person will pick the first movie, second person picks two, and then it goes back to the first person, just like your fantasy football drafts. So we're going to do that style. Pick the movies that we think are going to perform the best in the theaters this year, and then at the end of the year we'll come back, we'll tally it up. The totals, and then we'll see who won that. We'll probably try and think of some sort of punishment or maybe a reward for the winner or whatever we figure out for that, but we're going to go through and do that today. We're going to each pick 5. So we're going to do 10 movies total here. And then Aidan said... Go ahead.
Yeah, and just to reinforce, we'll be going based off worldwide box office, if that.
Yeah, so it's everything.
So the way I kind of thought about doing the first pick was... I was going to do like a random year generator, and whatever year that popped up, we would have to try to pick the highest grossing movie of that year.
Oh, wow, okay.
So right now, I have 2007 to 2017 as the years. I wanted to try to exclude, because 2018 has Infinity War, I think that's...
Yeah.
It goes Infinity War Endgame, and then 2021 has No Way Home. So I thought that might be a little too easy. And if we both whiff on a movie the year, whoever gets the closest to that year, I think, could be the winner.
Okay. Wow, this is tough because you said you didn't prepare for it at all, and I'm not at all prepared for that.
Yeah, I thought I could definitely
That's
name
pretty tough.
A movie from the past 5 years, but all the way back to 2007. I have a couple in mind, but I honestly don't quite remember. So I have the generator right here.
Okay.
It's going to generate it, and the year we got was 2011. So I know at least one movie that came out that year, but I got to try to think of a couple others.
2011. Okay. I'm thinking
there's 2 that I know came out that year. But
if this was 2012, I would feel a lot better right now.
Well, I didn't want to get 2012 because I think the Avengers or Dark Knight Rises. I think
that's what I was
going to win.
Yeah.
I think the Dark Knight Rises might have beat.
I think
Avengers.
It did. I think it. Yeah, I think that was the highest of the 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
But let's stay on track here. So 11. Gosh, what the hell came out in 2011? One of my favorite movies came out that year, but that's definitely not there. It's only.
What movie are you talking about?
It's not gonna be my answer, but Cap 1.
I just thought about that. I couldn't remember if that was that year or not, because I was it's right behind you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be. I don't know what else came out that year other than the 2. I think I know the answer I'm gonna go with.
Okay,
and I have Cap 1.
A couple movies in my head that came out, but they're probably $50 million box office movies at that point. There's no Star Wars. Is that too late for Harry Potter? When did that whole thing end?
That might be a year late or the year. Actually, I don't know if Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out in 2011.
Damn, I don't know that. I'm not a Harry Potter.
I know it definitely came out in 2010. One of them.
Do you how are you gonna get the answer? Are you just gonna look up highest grossing movie?
Look it up after we both. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look it up after we both answer.
Why don't you pick your movie and then I'll go with something.
All right. I'm definitely wrong in here, especially if you go with Harry Potter and that's on there. I was gonna go with Thor. I think Thor probably beat out. I don't know if it beat out Cap, but I wasn't gonna pick that. I thought it was
that 11 or 10? I thought it was 10.
Was it 10?
Was it 10?
All right. Well, I'll still go with Thor. I'm not gonna switch my answer.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So, all right. So you're gonna go with Thor.
Yeah, I'll go with Thor.
All right. That's a hmm. Since I if a Harry Potter movie came out that year, I would say Harry Potter is definitely higher than Thor. But I'll play it fair since I don't know anything about those movies that came out in that era. I'll stick with Cap 1 and I'll put it against Thor.
Oh
And
yeah.
we'll see which one did
So
better.
after I answered, I looked it up, and Deathly Hallows Part 2 did come out in 2011.
Did it? How much did that do? Billion?
Um,
Probably not.
it said it did 1.34 billion.
Wow, I should have stayed with that.
Um, Thor did come out in 2011,
What did
and
it
it
do?
just beat out Captain America: The First Avenger.
Damn. What they do?
Um, it says this website I'm on says that's their 2011 gross. I'm trying to look at because the one didn't give the numbers, but um, Harry Potter. If I would have known Harry Potter was out that year, I definitely would have. That. So
Yeah.
Thor did 448.5 million, and Cap
Cap
did
was in
368.
I was gonna say Cap was in the threes. I knew that. Okay. Alright.
Uh, yeah, Transformers: Dark of the Moon did 1.1 billion that year. I forgot that movie came out that
I
year.
was thinking '07. I don't know those
There's a
franchises either.
Pirates
So.
movie that came out that year, 1 billion. Kung Fu Panda
Caribbean.
2, yeah, and
Oh,
then
animated. We didn't even think of
Twilight
those.
Saga was number 5.
Okay.
All right,
Alright, so
I
we
guess
missed
I'm
out on a
picking
lot there.
first.
But yeah,
I
go
guess I'm
for it.
picking first, even though I kind of feel like first isn't the best pick, but I have to go with Avengers: Doomsday.
Okay.
It was between that and another movie that I'm sure is going to be one of your selections next.
Mm-hmm.
But well, are we going strictly based off
I would
2026 or just theatrical run? Because Doomsday comes out like Christmas, so we're just going to count the movie
no
as a whole.
do theatrical.
All right.
I
I think it should be the movie's
do
run. The
do
theater,
do the
like,
movies run. Do the
okay.
movies run. So when
I'll pick
Doomsday's out of
Doomsday
theaters, well, yeah.
just with all the nostalgia going into it. It's the first Avengers movie in 7 years, even though it's kind of had a shaky run so far with Kang being booted out and a new villain and not really much setup. I still think it's probably gonna do massive numbers. So I'm gonna go with Doomsday. So now you got pick 2 and 3. So
Okay. My first pick, the two, I'm going to go Spider-Man Brand New Day.
yeah,
Um, I would assume this movie is going to release in China. I don't know if Homecoming and Far From Home did, but I know No Way Home did not, and it still did over $1 billion. And so if this does, it
it
could
did like
probably
almost
push.
2 billion, and that
I
was a
thought it was
COVID year too.
I thought it was
Pretty sure it
1.1. Was it that high? Well, even more. If it releases in China, which I don't know.
Made 1.92.
Wow, I thought it was lower. Okay, so I'll go Brand New Day. If it releases in China, I think it's in that case. I think it's gonna do roughly the same numbers. Um, if not 1.5. So I'm cool with Brand New Day there. The next pick, and also it leads up to Doomsday hype. So I think people are going to be ready to go after the Super Bowl trailers and stuff like that. So I think there's some hype there. The second one I'm going to pick, I don't know if this is one of those that you thought I was going to forget or skip out on. The first installment did 1.3.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
yeah,
Super
I know.
Mario
That's what I was trying
Galaxy.
to pick, yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's gonna kill it, and so I think I'm gonna go Super Mario Galaxy 2.
I really wanted that movie
That's
because I
why I
saw
was.
that the first one did that well,
Mhm.
and going back to back Spider-Man and that, I was like, there's
That was why I was
probably
okay with not getting Doomsday. I was like, let me get those two, and
there's
but
still
real quick,
go
I will
ahead.
say Doomsday. I think it's a shoe-in for 2, and if it comes out and it's a banger, I think you could push 2.7 to 2.8. So I wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah,
But go ahead,
I'll go. I'll kind of combat your
and you get 2 here.
I'll kind of combat your animated pick, and I'll play it safer, and I'll go Toy Story 5
That
because I
was
think
yeah.
Toy Story 4 made $1 billion. I think 5. Even though there's kind of I don't want to say fatigue, but people didn't really love the ending of 4. It's still Toy Story. It's still
Yeah.
Pixar. I think people are
It's
still
yeah.
gonna go see it. Um, So I got to go with that, and then I'm gonna steal your next pick right in front of you. I actually almost forgot about it, but I have to pick Mando and Grogu. Even though,
That okay. It
even
wasn't my next
though,
pick, but go ahead.
even though there's definitely like people talk about Marvel MCU fatigue. I think Star Wars fatigue is very real,
Yeah,
especially, but it's freaking Grogu and Mandalorian. People will go see it just for Grogu, and it's just gonna do numbers, especially with kids. So I
yeah.
think it should reach a billion, but I don't 100% know if it will. But I can't pass on that.
Okay. Um, that's a good pick. I wasn't. It probably wasn't on my board because of the fatigue, and even though I have Marvel stuff back here, like my bread and butter main love is Star Wars, and so I hope. I almost hope you win that just off the fact that I want Star Wars to rebound and get back to where it was. So if that movie did $1 billion, I would be ecstatic, and if you won, I would not be upset there. Um, but if I had to predict that one, I think it's gonna do like 600. But I'm gonna go. So I get two here. I'm gonna go the. This is tough. Let me. I'm gonna go Moana live action.
Oh,
I think it's
I was
gonna do
hoping that
good.
kind of back around. I
I
don't even think it's
was.
gonna be a good movie, but it's gonna do
Yeah.
numbers just because
Hmm.
people eat that up. I mean, Lilo and
Yeah.
Stitch did over a billion last
That's
year.
that was why I was sold on it. It was because I thought with the Lilo and Stitch one doing so well in live action, I thought that was going to carry over into this one, and we could at least see like 800 million maybe for that. Um, the next pick I have, I don't know if I want to go with the big one there. There's two more on my list that I think I would want to go.
There's like 3 or 4
I'm gonna.
movies that I only have 2 picks left, and there's 3 or 4 that I think could easily go upwards of a billion, but I'll have
I'm
to see
gonna.
what you choose.
I'm gonna go Minions 3.
Really, that's kind of
I
crazy.
might. Yeah, it might be a tough pick. I don't know what the last ones did. I think they were all
I'll look
well
it
because
up.
I think there's 4 or 5 total, and I think the franchise has total over 5 bill.
So Minions 2 did, I mean, it did 940 million.
So yeah, if it can
So
do that, I'm happy. So
that's
I'll ride out Minions 3.
ah
I might be leaving 200 or 300 on the table there by not picking something else, but I will take Minions 3 in the. That's my fourth pick. So I got one more. You have two more.
yeah.
Okay.
I think I don't see how this. I'll just get the obvious one out of the way. I'll go with the Odyssey.
Yeah.
I think the Odyssey could possibly be Nolan's most grossing film. I think it could beat out. I think it actually would beat out Oppenheimer. I don't know if it's going to beat out Dark Knight Rises because I think that's his top one.
Well, Oppenheimer did what, 8 or 9?
I can look real quick. It did.
I think it's. I think
It
it's in
did
that range.
pretty well.
I would put Odyssey in the 8 to 9.
Oppenheimer did 975,
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
and I just think there's more hype with. And Dark Knight Rises did over a billion. I just think the Odyssey, outside of Doomsday, like for most people, especially non-comic book movies, it's probably one
It's
with
the
the
biggest
most hype.
non-comic book
Yeah.
movie of the year. Yeah.
To end it off, I don't know if this is kind of like a kind of out of nowhere pick, but I'm gonna go with Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic. 'Cause
Damn. That was my. Yeah.
I think that's gonna do crazy numbers.
Yeah. That might win you
'Cause
the whole thing.
I think I know Bohemian Rhapsody did almost a billion, and Elvis didn't do crazy box office numbers, but
Did
people
well,
were.
didn't it?
It
No?
did about 300 million. I honestly thought it did a
Oh.
lot more than that.
I thought so as well.
But it's Michael Jackson, arguably the most influential and iconic pop star of all time. He's being played by his own nephew. I don't see
Yeah.
how that movie does not do at least 800 million.
Yeah, I think that's gonna kill it.
All right, so you got one more. You got one
All right.
last pick.
That was a good pick. That was my pick there. If it got there, I thought that was like the decider of the draft. It's between two here. So there's a certain actor in one of these that I feel like has fatigue to his name. We both
Uh, okay.
we both are
Well, you
not
can
big
just
fans
say
of
it. I
him.
can't pick again. Is
Yeah.
it
So
Pedro?
no, It's either Dune or Jumanji with The
Is the
Rock.
fatigue The Rock?
Yeah,
Or is it okay?
The Rock fatigue, which I don't think he sells in the box office like he used to. I think a lot of people dislike The Rock now. I'm gonna go. With that being said, I'm gonna go Jumanji
Really?
over Dune. Because the
Really?
second one did, the last one did, 800 in 2019, and so unless fatigue is really really settled in, and it does half that, if I can get that again, I'll be happy.
See, Dune 2 did 714, so...
Yeah. So I'm gonna ride out Jumanji.
I do think
And
one thing that could help with Jumanji compared to Dune is that Dune and Doomsday are coming out at the same
yes,
wavelength.
yeah,
I know Dune does have all the uh, IMAX screens, which is kind of crazy, but
yeah,
I almost picked Dune. A couple other movies I think that are going to do probably really well. I think the new Hunger Games could do numbers.
yes, yeah.
I think, obviously, I think Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg's new movie, will probably do numbers. I thought I didn't really think about it for a top 5. Scary Movie 6 will be interesting because I think the nostalgia will kind of carry it, but parody movies usually don't go crazy at the box office. Mortal Kombat 2 is one I thought of, but I don't
And
know if
then
enough people saw the first one.
Supergirl, neither of us mentioned that. I don't think it'll
Superman
touch
didn't really even
those.
do
Yeah,
that crazy. I think it did 500 or 600 million.
I think it was
And
in
I
the
think
sixes.
Supergirl 616. I think
Yeah,
Supergirl's gonna do less than that. I hope it's at least a good movie, and I mean it would be great if it did more to keep the
it'll
hype
probably
going
do 4.
for the DCU.
Yeah.
But all right, well we'll have to look back at these numbers at the end of the year. We'll
Yeah.
figure out some sort of reward or punishment for the
If
loser.
anybody has ideas, they can comment it. But
I really
think
do
that was
think
good.
that Super Mario could be deciding. I really wanted that movie
Yeah,
because it's gonna do numbers in China and Japan.
It's one of those situations where you can't take you can't take it over Doomsday if you have the first pick, but you almost want the second one to make sure you get that stack of Spider-Man and Super Mario.
Yeah, I think this stack of Spider-Man Super Mario is better. Minions, dude, you're banking on Minions. That
Yeah, I mean, if the last one did what do we say, 8 to 900?
I think
If it can
almost
do
did
that,
900, yeah.
I don't. I think that's one of those that when it comes out, it's gonna sell. I think it has I think people love the Minions. People love that franchise, and so when you see it in theaters, I think people are gonna rush to see it, especially kids. So, or parents taking their kids.
Yeah.
So I feel. I don't think that movie's gonna bomb. I don't think that movie's gonna do 300. So
No, I think at least cross 500.
yeah, and if it does that, I mean, it's a high floor. It's not going to do 1.5, but I think it's not going to do 500. So I'm cool with it. So
real quick, we'll get into some Doomsday rumors and some of the news that's been about it. But we could do a quick review. We just both watched The Rip.
Yeah.
I think you were a little higher on it than I was. It was
Definitely.
just it wasn't a bad movie, but also with the amount of talent that was the leading cast, for it to be that, I just kind of thought it was mid.
Yeah.
And the second
Are we
half
doing
and the
spoilers
twist,
here, or
I mean we can
keep it?
spoil. We can. There's a couple twists and backstabbings in the movie, and that part was pretty good, but even the ending didn't really make much sense.
Yeah, I mean,
in a way.
so I watched it with my family, and they were all kind of confused by the end, like you said, where it didn't make sense. There was a little bit too much back and forth of the twists.
Yeah.
But I followed it. It made sense to me. The first half, like we talked about, was kind of slow. It's not that great, but the second half I think is really really good work. I thought Matt Damon really showed out in that movie. I thought he was. I think he's an awesome actor. He's one of my favorites. I thought Matt Damon was awesome in it.
Yeah.
His role being the lead and can't say too much without spoiling, but
kind of
his
like
role
just
was really well
yeah,
done.
kind of like good cop bad cop type of situation a little bit.
Yeah, and
Um,
I'm enjoying the. It's not the movie, but I'm enjoying the interviews they're doing online. I'm getting a lot of them on YouTube and stuff, and I'm really enjoying the chemistry those two have talking together. You can see it on screen too. Like those two have chemistry
well,
together.
they're best friends, man.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
done so many movies growing up
Hmm.
together. So
Yeah.
that's
So
really all I have to say about that movie, though.
yeah, if
There
you
was
haven't
nothing
seen it,
super
it's worth
special
it.
about it. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like a movie you could easily turn on, even in the background, or just like if you want to. I don't think it's a movie to turn the brain off, but just kind of pass an hour and a half.
Yeah, like if
Watch something.
it's 8 o'clock
Have
and you
nothing to
got work the
watch.
next day, but
Yeah.
you don't know what to do, throw that on and end your night with that, and I think you'd be pretty good. But let's go
Alright.
into Doomsday. Let's spend a little bit of
Yeah.
time on that, and then we'll do our brackets after that. We were going to
Yeah,
talk about
so
some rumors. Go ahead with it, because you know more than I
the
do
one
about.
more recent rumor was that Avengers Doomsday was going to open with Tobey Maguire's universe kind of being destroyed, and apparently the X-Men are going to be the ones destroying it / fighting against Spider-Man. And I think they also said Doc Ock would be there too, which if
Okay.
it makes sense for the end of No Way Home. I did have a
Yeah,
theory about that when I saw about that for No Way Home, how they kind of heal him and make him good. But I feel like
yeah,
that could also, you could make it so that's the incursion that causes that universe to destroy, because none of these characters are supposed to be healed
good.
in a
Yeah,
sense. They're all
yeah,
supposed to die in their ways, like just how in Endgame Loki's not supposed to get the Tesseract and escape. Like everything that happens to those characters is supposed to happen the way the TVA or whoever you want to, the timekeeper is supposed to have their path go. I do think if it actually is Fantastic Four fighting Tobey Maguire, I do think it would make more sense if it
Fantastic
was like,
Four or X-Men.
oh sorry, yeah, X-Men, you're right, X-Men, yeah. If it is them fighting Tobey Maguire, I think it would make more sense if it was like they get told or they find out like our universe is going to die if we don't kill this universe and vice versa, rather than them randomly fighting against Spider-Man.
For no reason.
Yeah. And I think, and then they said the scene would probably end with the TVA like saving Tobey Maguire right before the universe collapses or whatever, which that's another kind of rumor that Loki and the TVA are kind of form their own Avengers, so it could be, I mean, that's where you could get Deadpool and Wolverine from that universe to kind of come in, Spider-Man and the X-Men from like the Fox universe to all kind of form their own sort of team.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see, or maybe I did see that and kind of glossed over it throughout the day. I saw Toby versus Hugh Jackman's Wolverine as an opening, like them fighting as an opening, which I think is pretty cool. Um, don't know who would win that. I guess the rumor I saw was Hugh Jackman killing Toby as the opening. But I know there's Toby Secret War stuff, so I don't know the validity to that. And
Well, I will
that would,
say, when I look, sorry to interrupt real quick. When I
you're
looked it up, they did say that they basically announced that Tobey Maguire won't be dying in Doomsday. I don't think it would make sense for him to die before
I don't
Secret
think he
Wars.
should. Yeah, yeah. Um, but that would be one hell of a way to like open up and get fans involved or intrigued right away. Um, Infinity War did that really well with the Loki opening. Obviously, that was probably the most enticing, or not enticing, but the most captivating opening in the MCU for me, or maybe of any movie ever, because of how much they, in the movie before Ragnarok or two before, they made you really love Loki, and then all of a sudden he's dead, just like that. So I think doing something that captivating in Doomsday would be really well. I know people want the Kang, or not Kang, the Thanos spine comic strip rip out thing.
Yeah.
I kind of can do without it. I don't really need to see
I think you'll
that.
probably see it in Secret Wars. I don't think you
Yeah.
should see. I don't think we'll see Thanos in Doomsday.
I don't think so either.
But Secret Wars,
He's,
you're gonna see literally everyone and their mother pop up. Any character you can probably think of from any universe. So
and he's died enough in like Multiverse of Madness. He, Strange gets him. What if you've seen those, he dies a bit. I think I would rather them, and I don't know if this is a rumor you have listed. I think they should just go the Kang route and just shut that like down and explain why that's no longer a thing. Obviously, it's the Jonathan Majors stuff, but like bring it into in universe and tell us why. Have Doom
Like,
destroy all those
yeah, I mean, I think
variants.
it would
And
showcase Doom, his power
yeah,
by having it open up with him like killing all the Kangs. I do think they're probably going to go the TVA route at the end of Loki 2 and just have them say like the TVA somehow took every Kang variant down and they thought they like saved the universe and the timeline, but
yeah,
all these incursions, which the big rumor is that the reason these incursions really even started was because of Steve Rogers going back and having a life and having a family, because even though he wasn't supposed to, and that kind of kickstarted it all. That's what some of the rumors are saying. But
yeah. I saw a rumor. I don't know. Was it? It might have been a rumor, and then I had a buddy that mentioned that he thought this was going to be like the point of the movie, is that Doom is going after all the incursions, which are like children that exist that are not supposed to exist, and so Steve Rogers' children or child is not supposed to exist, so he's going after him. I forget what the term he used for them was, all these types of kids, but America Chavez, even though I've seen she's not in the movie, her power, being able to travel the multiverses probably shouldn't be a thing, and so she is a target of his. Wanda's children would be a target. And I haven't seen Agatha all along yet, so I don't know how that story goes with them, but whatever that plays out to be. And then obviously Franklin, for how strong he is, obviously being an interest or target of interest for Galactus, he would be one for Doom. So like those four, and then whoever else I can't think of if there's any, they would probably be like target, like if they shouldn't exist and they're the cause of incursions or whatever the reason may be, Doom's going to go after them, and then that's the reason that the Avengers or whoever it is comes together to defeat him or prevent him. That was what I saw, and I've seen people talk about.
yeah, I mean, I've seen the theory of like going after all the kids. I think he wants Franklin for his power more than anything.
Yeah,
And the big theory that he like heals his face after the events of Fantastic Four, which would like I understand because of the RDJ thing, but then like a big part of Doom's character is that he has like the wounded face and the burns, so I kind of hope they would keep that. Um, but another rumor I wanted to talk about and kind of get into was apparently there will be someone will be wielding Mjolnir
yeah.
in this movie, so I kind of just wanted to go down the list of all the characters that are officially confirmed for Doomsday, and we can say which
I've got
character
one
we
name.
think. I think there's a few names on here that could. I think we both think one name makes the most sense, but I think for the instance of this, we can just say
People
if
that
we,
have never done it before, we're saying. So not Steve.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I also don't think Steve should wield it again because I think it would kind of like.
I don't want to ruin that moment. That was one of
Yeah.
the best movie moments I've ever had in my life. Maybe the best, and I don't want to do that again and take away from it. So I'm cool with leaving it.
All right, so we'll start off then with Sam Wilson. I kind of want to try to give a little bit more reasoning than just a yes or no.
Okay.
I think so. I think we both kind of agree that I think that Sam Wilson. We think that Sam Wilson wielding it isn't necessarily something that couldn't happen, but it might also just like because Steve already did it as Cap, so we're just gonna have whoever has the Cap mantle wield Mjolnir, and then I think Sam honestly is worthy
I think
as a
he's worthy.
person because he's I feel like he always goes with the moral high road. I mean, he won't take the serum
Yeah.
even though that's not necessarily like something wrong to do.
Yeah.
I do think he would be worthy. I don't know if I want to see it just because it would kind of just be played out the same exact way.
We've already had a Cap do it.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this in our group chat a few weeks ago, and I said I see the serum and the mantle of Cap very similar in value to lifting Mjolnir. Like I think like if I can put this into words the way that I feel it, like if you can earn the title of Cap, it's because you're such a perfect person in a way. Like you have the morals, um, the high ground. Like you stand on good morals, and you're just an overall good person that would, in my eyes, also be worthy of wielding Mjolnir. So like if you're worthy of the Cap shield, which Sam is, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to lift the hammer. I
Yeah.
just personally I see them as equivalents, and especially like in Steve's case, when the serum works perfectly on you, the way that anybody would wish it would on them, then if it does that to you, you should be able to lift the hammer. In my opinion, I don't necessarily see it as being like self-sacrifice. Jumping on the grenade is the only reason you're worthy. I think it's everything about you that makes you worthy.
Yeah.
Because a
I
lot of people
think
sacrifice themselves, and they're not. I don't think Tony would be worthy after Avengers 1.
yeah, I mean, I think for the sake of this conversation, I think we can go with yes that he could wield it. I think we could do could, not will. I think
I
we could
think
go
he,
like yes or
yeah,
no
I
that they
think
could.
I think he's worthy. I think he could. I don't think he would. I don't think he should.
Yeah. So
Or I don't think he will, and I don't think he should.
yeah, I think I agree with you on that. I think we can just go with we'll go with a yes that he could be one of the people. I think there's maybe 5 people on this list that could do it.
Okay. We'll try and
Uh,
roll through these so we don't do like 10 minutes on each,
yeah.
I guess.
Well, there's gonna be some instant no's. Like the next one
Okay.
I have is Shuri. I
No.
don't think so. I think if Chadwick Boseman was still alive and T'Challa was
Maybe.
here, I think he would have a better shot. But I think Shuri and M'Baku, no, I don't
She
see
also has
them.
no connection to Thor, so I don't want like a random lifting it. Like we've already done that with Vision, lifting it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I thought about that earlier. Like, I do think Vision does have the morals to be worthy, but the way they used it in Age of Ultron is just kind of as a gag joke. I don't. I want it the moment when it happens to be
Well,
more of a like end game type. Like
yeah.
this is a big
No,
moment. Like
I agree. I don't want it to be a gag. I want it to be like a powerful moment. The Vision thing I think is just the fact that Thor comes in the room and he electrocutes the thing with the Mjolnir, and I think the point of Vision being able to lift it is that part of his makeup is Mjolnir. Like he is partly made of it. That's at least how I interpret it. And so naturally he's worthy because he's part Mjolnir in a way. Same as the Mind Stone and all the AI stuff. Um, that's the only reason I think he can lift it, but that's not important
well,
right
the
now.
only people who have wielded it that aren't in like the Thor Asgardian family is Vision and Steve. I'm counting.
Storm too, but yeah. She's not in the movie, so but yeah,
Yeah, I'm just talking about the MCU.
yeah,
I'm counting Jane as like the Asgardian family.
yeah.
'Cause
It's yeah,
um, so no to Shuri, no to M'Baku, even though he's king of Wakanda now. I
no,
don't think so.
no.
This one is an instant no for me. You might change your mind. I think Bucky, no,
No,
Bucky should
I don't.
not. He has way too much blood on his hands. Even though he's not, I know he is brainwashed and stuff, but I don't think Bucky should wield
Yeah, and like
Mjolnir.
I don't think Bucky should wield it. I go back and forth on if Bucky should have had the shield. It's probably better that he didn't have the shield because I think Bucky's a strong enough character on his own to where you build that instead of giving him the shield. And so I'm cool with Bucky not being worthy and not wielding it,
Yeah.
even though I think like I think Bucky himself is a really like great guy. It's the Winter Soldier stuff in the past that he couldn't control that did it. I would keep it out of his hands.
Next one, Ant-Man. No,
No,
no shot.
no.
I think Ant-Man is gonna die. I think Paul Rudd's done. Is gonna die in this movie.
Okay. I don't know if I'm there yet. We'll do a lives or dies thing eventually. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm there on that, but
Next, which I think is both of our number one choice, Loki.
yeah.
I think Loki wielding Mjolnir in battle would fully complete his character arc.
I think Loki needs to wield it.
Yeah, and
Like if he didn't, I would walk out upset.
so he knows like he's actually worthy after trying to prove himself, trying to get the throne all these years, and then kind of sacrificing himself to save the timeline and sitting on the throne with on that throne.
And the beautiful thing about Loki too is that in the show he sees that film of his life, And so it's not like this is a different Loki that doesn't know the struggle that the main Loki went through. Like this is a Loki that's seen that all. He lived it all, and he knows how much it means to Loki himself. So like, I think him lifting it would still mean a lot.
Yeah, I also really want to see him and Thor reunite one last time, just for Thor to
Yeah,
probably see him die again. But
yeah,
um, Reed Richards, I don't think so. I don't think
nah,
he has all the morals there. I will say I don't really want anyone in the Fantastic Four to wield. I don't really want any of these characters who we had maybe like one interaction with to wield it right away,
yeah.
because
It should be
I
somebody
think it
that's
would take
been there.
away from it a little bit. Johnny
Yeah,
Storm,
no,
he's too cocky, too kind of arrogant. I do think if anyone in the Fantastic Four wielded it, it probably would be Sue, based off
yeah,
First Steps, just because she was like a politician in their universe. She was always trying to take the moral
yeah. I
ground.
mean,
She wasn't trying to risk the lives of anyone. I mean, obviously they were choosing their baby over the world, but they chose to defend that world as well. So,
yeah,
uh,
I wouldn't give it to
the Thing,
her.
no,
No.
I don't see the point in it. I mean, not
I know
that
we're
he,
just running through names, but I do think they need to have a connection to the Thor character or plot line
or
in a
just at
way
least have more screen time beforehand.
with him. Yeah,
Yeah. Yelena, no. Kind of same thing with
no,
Bucky. Too much blood on her hands. Red Guardian, same thing. No way.
I think he's
Sentry.
dead. I think Red
Well,
Guardian is so dead.
yeah. I think most of the Thunderbolts are gonna die except for Yelena, and maybe Sentry. Sentry
Yeah,
wielding it wouldn't.
no,
It wouldn't make sense to me. Yeah, he's like arguably the most
he doesn't
powerful
need
when
it.
he's a Void, but it'd be stupid.
He doesn't need
Ghost,
it.
no shot. John Walker, no. All these people have too much. But Namor, I don't think
No,
so.
no,
Shang-Chi, I doubt it. No way.
no,
Danny Ramirez, Falcon,
no.
I would probably walk out of the movie if he wheeled
Yeah, I
Mjolnir.
can't stand that character. I'm thinking first, like, are they worthy? And then I'm thinking, does it make sense for them to do it on screen? That's kind of my mindset right now.
So we're gonna get into X-Men to kind of finish it off. Beast, I don't think so. Charles Xavier would kind of be interesting. It would kind of be funny to see him with
In the
wielding it
chair.
with the chair, but
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
think it.
think he
No,
will.
no.
Um, Magneto, I don't think he could wield it, but if it was thrown at him, he could probably stop it
Like
because it's
Hella,
kind of
that same.
well, she like holds it, but I think because he kind of
Yeah,
controls metal, and I would say Mjolnir is kind of in that category, so I think he could
yeah.
probably
It's
stop it. Um, I don't think he would wield it though. Nightcrawler, no. Mystique, no. Cyclops, I think it would be awesome, but there's no way that he's gonna wield it. And
no,
Gambit, no.
no, no.
Um, Steve Rogers is on here, but he already wielded it, and I don't really want to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Um,
freak out, but I don't need to see it again.
and the final one is Doom, and I
I was
actually
gonna
think
say,
Doom could wield it in
dude.
two ways. I did see a theory before that someone was like he could wield it and kind of show to everyone else that what he's doing could be the right thing
Ooh,
by
I
like
like that.
by like kind of taking care of all these incursions so the universe is like saved. And I think that would cause like a big dilemma in the movie and a lot of people to maybe like second guess like is this guy
Yeah,
a good guy or
I
not?
like
But
that. I like
also
that a lot.
I think it'd be pretty cool if like Thor was about to hit him with it and he just stopped it and grabbed it and hit him back with it. That would kind of be more of like a hype
That would
moment.
if they combine the two, like if that's how he lifted it, and then it kind of just like the camera's just on him with it, and Thor is like shocked that he's able to lift it, and he maybe second guesses everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Because that could be a way for him to get people on his side. Because there's no way it's going
yeah,
to be Doom versus the entire multiverse. Like, I think he's going to
yeah.
have
No,
some
he's
sort
gonna
of
have to have somebody,
team. So,
and that should be like he should do that. Like, if he lifts that in front of like the Fantastic Four or the X-Men, like I don't think it means anything because I don't think they don't have the history with Thor to understand the value of what Mjolnir means. But if he does that in front of Bucky or Sam or Banner's not in the movie, but whoever else is from that time, then it means something. and
I
then
think
you
you could
kind of
make
get
the
the
argument
conflict.
with like the Fantastic Four X-Men being there and seeing it, and then Thor reacting, because I don't see
Maybe.
anyone in the main like Avengers group joining Doom, but I could
No.
see like the X-Men joining him because they think
Maybe.
he's right. But so to end off the list, we only had three yeses with one. So we had Sam Wilson, Loki, and Doom. I
Doom.
think we both want Loki to happen the most,
Yes,
but
that would be ideal.
I kind of think Doom is the most likely.
I think both would be really cool. I'm pushing. I haven't thought about Doom doing it before this conversation. Just thought of it like as we were talking. I would be all for that. I would love that.
Yeah, and they're not confirmed, but I don't even think Toby would wield it. I don't think
No,
Hugh Jackman would wield it.
no,
Deadpool, if he shows up, if Deadpool wields it, I'd be pissed off. I don't want to see that
no.
either.
That would be stupid.
Um,
It's the Russos. They're gonna take it serious and not ruin it with
we can
something like
only
that. So
hope so.
I mean, their track
If
record is
Vision
good.
shows up again, maybe, but they said someone new would wield it,
Yeah, we're talking new. Vision's done it, so it doesn't matter.
so I think in order, are we going Doom 1, Loki 2, Sam 3, or do
As
you
far
want
as
to put
likelihood, or who
yeah,
we want,
likelihood.
uh, I think Loki and Doom are probably tied, and then Sam's a distant third. But it's 1-2, 1A,
I think
1B, and then
I think Doom
3.
would hold more weight to like the seriousness,
Loki
but
would be
Loki
a
would be a
payoff.
better moment.
Yeah, Loki would be a better moment and a payoff. Doom would be a better story building
Yeah.
aspect moment thing. So
All right. We're gonna wrap it up with we're each gonna do a most anticipated movie of 2026 bracket. We each have 16
yes,
movies.
yep.
Do you want to start with me asking you, or do you want to ask me first?
Um, why don't I ask you,
All right.
and then so we each have 16,
Yeah.
right? All right. So I have my 16 here on the bracket. I have a picture here that I have. So we'll go through. I'll do one side and then I'll do the other side. We're gonna have a graphic on screen that just updates as we each go, and then we'll refresh when I'm done asking him, and then we'll go to mine. So let's start with the first. These are seeded, but it doesn't matter. So the first matchup is, and again, this is anticipation. This is your personal opinion, so not what you think is going to be better. Like, this is
Yeah.
what you're most excited for. We have Avengers Doomsday versus Street Fighter.
I'm gonna go Doomsday on that one. I
Yeah.
think that one's easy.
Oh, I have a mess up here. Hold on, wait. Let me skip that for now. The Odyssey and Mortal Kombat.
The Odyssey. Odyssey on that one.
Okay. We have Super Mario Galaxy 2 and then Jackass 5.
I am actually excited for Jackass 5, and they announced
Okay.
it just like last week. But I did actually enjoy the first Super Mario movie, and Super Mario Galaxy was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid, so I'm gonna have to go that one there.
Okay. I don't know why this, like... So I had it, like... change itself. Hold on. Alright.
Choking,
It's
man.
here. I know, I'm choking this. It messed up itself here. Let's go Supergirl versus the Man Who Wears Prada. I don't know if you've heard of that
What?
one. I think that's
The Man Who Wears Prada? Are you sure it's
I
not
think
The
it's
Devil
Man-
Wears Prada?
Devil Who Wears Prada. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Supergirl on that one.
Okay. All right, that's the left side. The right side, you have Toy Story 5 versus Cat in the Hat.
Toy Story 5.
Okay. Masters of the Universe and Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Spider-Man. Easy.
All
Your
right, we
list
have
is
the
a lot
Hunger-
different than mine. You have a lot
Okay.
of different movies than me.
We have Hunger Games: The Sunrise on the Reaping versus the Moana live action.
I didn't see the first new Hunger Games movie. We saw the trailer for this one when we went to Primate, and the animated Moana, the first one, is one of the better Disney movies of recent history. But I'm just gonna go with the Hunger Games just because I really am not a big fan of the Disney live action movies, and this Moana movie is literally 10 years old, so I'm gonna go with
So
the
you're-
Hunger Games.
Okay. And then this is kind of a banger first round here, but Dune Part 3 versus Mando and Grogu.
I am, I'm not a big fan of the Mando like promotion so far in the trailers. I think they're really lazy with it, and season 3 was not great. However, I have not seen Dune 1 or 2 yet, so I can't pick a movie I haven't seen
Good.
yet.
Stay true
So
to
I'm going to
yourself.
go with Mando.
Good. All right. Proud of you. All right, let's go to the second round of the bracket. So we have Doomsday versus Supergirl, which is I think tough for you.
No, I think that's an easy Doomsday. I'm excited for Supergirl, but I'm not.
It's a
I'd rather
different
see
level.
Doomsday. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything? Okay, let me go through the bracket first. Uh, we have Odyssey versus you picked Super Mario, right, over Jackass.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
Odyssey. That one's
Okay.
too easy for me.
All right, and then let's go with so it's Toy Story 5 versus Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Spider-Man.
Okay,
Spider-Man.
and then the Hunger Games versus Mando and Grogu.
I have to go, unfortunately, Mando, because I haven't seen the first Hunger Games of the new trilogy or whatever they're going with. So I'll go
Okay.
Mando.
All right, so then we have here Avengers: Doomsday versus the Odyssey.
Um, I think the Odyssey's going to be a better movie in terms of quality. I think that should be a shoe-in because it's a Nolan movie. It's this big epic, Matt Damon, John Berthnall, Tom Holland, etc. But I don't know. The more we get closer to Doomsday, the more excited I'm getting for it.
Yeah.
So
We get
I,
that Super Bowl trailer.
yeah,
It's gonna
I
be
really hope
crazy.
Doom is actually in the trailer. So I'm gonna go with Doomsday.
Okay. We have Toy Story. Oh, I'm sorry, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Versus you picked Mando and Grogu, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
Spider-Man. This one's
Yeah.
easy for me. Mando and Grogu making it this far is shocking in itself. So
Yeah.
I think you did that on purpose.
No, I mean it's how it played out.
All
So,
right.
so then it comes down to your championship here of Doomsday versus Spider-Man.
So I think for me, I think I'm more excited for Spider-Man than Doomsday. I
Okay.
think I just trust the direction a little bit more. The director is the same director for Shang-Chi, so I think the
Mhm.
fight choreography is going to be awesome. I would like to see some footage, but I think the trailer will be shown at the Super Bowl already. I'm excited you have the Punisher in. It feels like it's going to be the
Yeah.
first street-level Spider-Man movie
Mm-hmm.
that we're
And
getting
it's
with
got
Tom
good
Holland.
characters.
And I've been dying to see the Scorpion ever since Homecoming. Um, I just hope they don't, because Zendaya's MJ is in the new one, and they have like her boyfriend showing up. I really hope it's
Which
like. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the boyfriend is, if you've seen Ahsoka, it's the Ezra Bridger actor. I forget his name,
I
but he
can't think
plays
of his
him
name right
in
now.
Ahsoka. But go on.
I
That's
hope
just
it's
the actor
not
for
like
him.
a big plot point of the movie. Like maybe in the beginning he keeps getting turned down, or she has like. I want the best part about No Way Home, in my opinion, was that there was actual like consequences to Tom
Yeah.
Holland's character. And if you're just gonna bring back Zendaya and they're gonna end up back together, I feel like that kind of takes away a lot from that. I know they're together in real life, so that might play a part in like, them still being in the movies. But I would like to see
Yeah.
like Gwen Stacy, a
That'd be
non
cool.
a non Spider-Man version, just because we keep
Yeah.
getting that everywhere. But yeah, I think Spider-Man takes a slight edge. I have a little bit more trust in that movie just from top to bottom. But Doomsday, I mean, in a week this could easily flip. So
Yeah. I think I was gonna say two things. I forget so one of them. I don't think in this movie we're gonna get MJ and him reunited because I think having Hulk and Punisher, it's too much on his plate for a love story to take on the forefront of the movie. Like I don't think they're gonna try and. You can't focus on both of those in the same movie, and I think if they're gonna get those two back together, that's gonna be the main purpose of the movie. And so then my question, and just answer this like in one sentence, do you think by the end of his next trilogy, and I asked you this earlier, do you think they're going to be back together?
If
And do
I
you
had,
think she'll remember who he was?
I don't want her to ever remember who she was because that would be even worse than them getting back together because like that's the whole
Hmm.
point of the ending of No Way Home. But
Yeah.
if he like earns her love back or whatever, sure, like whatever. But just don't do it in this movie. You gotta like play it. You gotta drag it out, and like at the end they
Yeah,
can
I
get back
agree.
together.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into your bracket. The
Okay.
first round is a really good one for you. So I have Avengers Doomsday, and I have Mandalorian and Grogu.
No, I was hoping this was going to be my championship. Oh
Uh,
my god. Um, damn, this is tough. If they didn't announce this guy for Doomsday, I'd be picking Mando and Grogu. But I can't. I gotta pick Doomsday for Steve.
okay.
That one thing, and I know people don't like it, but that has me so hyped to see the movie. Um, yeah, Doomsday.
Um, the next round is Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
I knew you were gonna do that with the Mando and Doomsday. Is Street Fighter the one with Cody and Roman?
Yeah.
Give me Roman. Yeah,
Um,
Street Fighter.
All right. The next one is gonna be Toy Story 5 versus the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Toy Story 5.
Um, and then I have Supergirl versus Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Oof. Damn, you really killing me here. I'm excited for Supergirl, but I have a lot more emotional investment in Spider-Man, and so I'm gonna pick
Okay.
Spider-Man.
All right. Next we have Disclosure Day versus Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary is the new Ryan Gosling movie coming out.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna go Project Hail Mary.
Okay. Um, and then I have Scream 7 versus Scary Movie 6.
I seen the last is the last screen the one that had Courtney Cox in it.
She's
I
in
don't know if
all
you
of them,
saw it.
bro.
She's in all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Only I've only seen I've never seen any of the scary movies, and I seen one Scream, and it was the last one that came out in theaters in like 23.
Okay.
So I'll pick Scream.
All right. Next I have the Odyssey versus Clayface.
Clayface will be cool, but I'm gonna go Odyssey.
All right.
I'm excited.
And
It's a Christopher Nolan movie, so you got to be excited for that.
the final matchup for round 1 is going to be Resident Evil by Zach Kreger, the guy who did Weapons,
Yeah,
versus the Michael Jackson biopic.
Resident Evil.
Okay. All right. So the start of round 2, you have Avengers Doomsday versus Street Fighter.
Doomsday.
Toy Story 5 versus Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Unfortunately, Spider-Man. I'm excited for Toy Story, but Spider-Man.
Project Hail Mary versus The Odyssey. Oh, no. Sorry. Versus Scream 7. Scream 7.
Uh, Project Hail Mary.
And then The Odyssey versus Resident Evil.
Odyssey.
All right. Here comes Avengers versus Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
It's Doomsday, but I'm very excited for Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah,
And then Project Hail Mary versus Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
All right. So your final matchup is Avengers Doomsday versus The Odyssey. What is your most anticipated movie this year?
Avengers Doomsday.
All right.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you were going to go
the
that
number
route.
one. Yeah, it's just the number one movie of the year. I think. I don't.
There's a lot of heavy hitters this year, though.
There is.
I think, 2025 is really good. I think 26 could be better. But these movies got to hit.
If you had matched up Mando and Grogu versus Spider-Man, I think I would have went Mando. And I don't even like Pedro like that, but I think I would have went. I don't know. It's tough.
I originally had it being Spider-Man and Avengers at the end, and I didn't want it to be that because I thought that was the most obvious. But I thought putting Mando and Grogu eliminated first round would add some more to it. So.
But it was pretty good. Is there anything not on my bracket that you're excited for? It could be a Netflix movie. It could be anything.
Like the bracket that you asked me, or
yeah,
what?
Or is there anything we didn't talk about TV show or movie that's coming out that you're very excited for?
I mean,
Since this is 2026.
I'm very excited for The Boys season 5, the finale of The Boys. I really enjoyed that show so far. Movie wise that we haven't mentioned yet. I'm
It's
trying
kind
to
of
look through
everything.
them real quick. I
Unless
mean,
there's like a Netflix movie that's coming out that we haven't really um, gone over. I think we're pretty much like
yeah, I mean, I
we're
don't think
there.
there's any movie that we haven't really at least mentioned in passing today that I'm excited for. I am actually excited for the Resident Evil movie as long as it's done pretty well. There's a
Yeah.
new Evil Dead movie coming out. I really like the last one.
Evil
So,
Dead Rise.
yeah, Evil Dead
Is that it?
Rise was the last one. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. That was it
So,
was very gory, that one.
dude,
You
yeah,
remember
they're
that?
all
Yeah.
like that. But no, I think other than that, I think we had some pretty good brackets. I kind of figured Doomsday was going to be our winner. I'm glad that we both didn't pick Doomsday just to give it a little bit more
Yeah.
variety. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. I think we're good to go. If I had to pick something that I want to see this year, there's some Star Wars stuff that got announced. There's a mall trailer. At the
Yeah,
time
tomorrow.
of us recording this, it comes out tomorrow, so we'll have to do a video or our next episode. We'll have to talk about the mall trailer, I think. Go over that because I think that's exciting. I think we should do a full Star Wars discussion soon because I think there's a lot to talk about there, and I think the mall show could be a good thing moving forward for the IP.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that moving
And
forward. Are
then
you all good here? Or?
yeah, I mean the Wonder Man, the first 2 episodes of the new MCU show comes out on Monday.
Yes, yes.
So I don't really know much about the character, but hopefully it's good. I just want something entertaining at this point for Disney Plus shows, and it does look the part. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I think we'll catch you next time on the Podrace.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.